Hey guys, my name is Heather Lindsay.
And my name is Cornelius Lindsay.
And I'm so excited that you landed on Life with the Lindseys.
This is so exciting. This gives us an opportunity to share our life with yours.
Yes, we're going to be talking about everything from entrepreneurship to ministry to your purpose to why you are here, family, parenting, relationships, marriage, sex, you name it. We are talking about it.
So thank you so much for joining us today with Life with the Lindseys. Enjoy it.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Life with the Lindseys.
Yeah. So we're ready to record. We're ready to go back out of town yet again. But
I'm like, dang, we got to record for our flight.
I know.
So we leave in a couple hours. So we need to.
Yeah, we got to hurry up and do this. But I feel like today may be a good opportunity to talk about discontentment.
I think so, too.
And just, I know we conversed about this a little bit, between ourselves, but I think being able to bring this conversation into to be able to bring this conversation for everybody else, and potentially, hopefully you can have this conversation with your significant other, or have it with your friends, have it with your family. I think it's just a very important one for us to have. And you want me to start off, or you start it off?
You can start off.
So it's interesting because I was just looking up discontentment, and it was it was a very simple definition, and probably I lost it. But hold on one second. Discontentment, the condition of being dissatisfied with one's life or situation. That when there is an absence of thankfulness, we're going to be discontent. And we're going to always look at somebody else and assume they have more, they can do it better, they look better, they are better. And for some reason, that gnawing question continues to eat away at you. And that gnawing question is, am I missing out on something? And then at the core
FOMO.
Then FOMO.
Fear of missing out.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
You didn't know that?
No, that might be the young people saying. That might be the young, I don't know FOMO. But then the other piece of that is, why can't I do constant question that, like I even asked myself, why can I not be thankful with what God gave me?
You preaching, baby. You preaching.
Because I believe he gave it to me.
Yeah.
But why can't I be thankful with just that? Why can't I be thankful with what God gave me and still have a desire for something else? I think it's a very real question that, deserves conversation. It deserves, everything. So.
No, I agree. When you were saying that, it made me pose the question in my head of what is in competition to what God has given you.
Yeah.
Like what doors have been opened. And I think one of the biggest doors is social media.
Yeah.
Social media can make us feel, and I always say no one can make you feel a certain way, but social media can make you feel discontent.
Yeah.
If you are mindlessly scrolling, it begins to put neural pathways in your brain. It'd be better if you just had those 12 surgeries. So here you are going into debt to get all these surgeries to make yourself feel better and look better, but you look great.
Yeah.
And you don't need them. But because a certain doctor on there was giving somebody a BBL,
What's a BBL?
It's a fat transfer, like a butt. Yeah, they take fat from like other areas of your body and they stuff it into your butt.
So they take the donuts from the front and
put them in the back. Right.
Oh, there we go.
Right. But that's a new thing now. That's a big thing right now. And so I think people are looking at images of everybody else's life and they're thinking, I would be happier if I just had that surgery. I'd be happier if I was single. I'd be happier if I was married. I'd be happier if I was doing anything other than what I'm doing now.
Kids. I'd be happy if I didn't have kids.
Yeah. But I feel like it's an illusion, and it's just like, how you hear of illusions and you get closer and it's just sand, like there's nothing there. It's like you begin to hallucinate and you think that life is better somewhere else doing something else. But when you get up close to it, you realize it's just the same as what you just left.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you're still there. And I feel like I wonder how many relationships have been ruined over social media.
Yeah.
How many marriages have ended over social media?
Yeah.
How many children are depressed right now from watching TikTok, and it's just.
I have a TikTok. And I have some videos on TikTok, and I'll find myself like I don't post much on TikTok, but I'll find myself just aimlessly scrolling through, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so funny, and I'll laugh at it, or I'll save that video. Some of the things are incredibly hilarious. I just sit there and I just laugh. And then some of the things I get to, and I'm like, well, that wasn't necessarily funny. And then some things, okay, that was incredibly edgy. And then other things like, okay, that's just straight up pornography. Yeah. That's porn. And then it's like, then you continue just to swipe. And it's just like, okay, at some point, my mental health, get this, I can hear that in the thing.
Oh, sorry.
At some point, I can tell this is starting to affect me. This is starting to affect me. But the bad thing about it is because social media is tapping into that same part of the brain that cocaine and sugar does.
Yeah.
It's almost like, once you come to the fact of saying, okay, I know I'm addicted, and then saying, I know I should do something about it, but then I don't really do anything about it. And then most times
that's good.
Our preparation for advocacy against it is to post that we don't need to post more, but yet after we post, we still scroll.
Yeah.
And then it's just more and more discontentment. And then I feel like we had this conversation. I feel like, it's almost like they can hear us, Yeah. And then, cause like you'll be like, oh, I'm really frustrated. I'm frustrated with my wife. And then you go on to social media, and then you see this husband or this ex-husband who's like, I got a divorce, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. And, we can still be great co-parents, and no. We're walking through life.
To confirm your negative emotions.
Yeah. And I'm happier by myself now. I get time. I ain't got to answer nobody. And then you'll start thinking to yourself like, dang, that works for them. Like, that worked for them. Like, why can't that work for me? I want to have some time by myself. Why I got to always tell where I'm going? I want to tell them I'm going to the gym. I'm tired of coming home to the kids. The kids come see me on the weekends. They can spend a whole week with me, spend a whole week. But I feel like that's it's a constant cycle.
Absolutely. It's real.
Well, no, what? Okay. What was the thing? We talked about this earlier in the kitchen, but the whole, flirt with me, the Insta flirt.
Oh, yeah. So one of our guy friends was over, and he was saying his wife was like, I want you to Insta flirt with me. Like, I flirted with you and you didn't say anything.
That's a real thing. Like, I remember you got on me about that one time.
Yeah, I did.
I was like,
and you were like, wait, you commented? I was like, I did. You better respond.
I was like, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it. Exactly.
I didn't see it.
Which is real, but it's just funny. I mean, saying it out loud, it sounds really bad. Because we have a life, but this is our life. Yeah. Our life is not on here.
It's not on there at all.
Our life is right here.
Right.
And I think there's this like hidden layer of insecurity, if we can just call it what it is. Yeah. It's just like, I want the whole world to see like your love for me. They need to know.
They need to know that we're happy. And it's like, I remember
but we are happy
about that. I was like, you need to, Curtis, we want the world to know that we're happy. And I'm like, we are happy. We're not happy.
We're not happy.
Are we not happy?
Wait, what's wrong? You're like, what I do?
What I do? Like, how are we not happy?
I was like, no, we are happy.
And then, then people, they'll pick apart the pictures. Well, he's not smiling, or she doesn't look happy, or she doesn't do this, or why does he always seem that way? And I'm like, well, that idiot, like that's my personality. Like I'm not, most of the time I'm just like, whatever. Like I don't want to take
and they're comparing you to somebody else.
And then, oh God, with the whole Russell Wilson and Sierra. Oh God.
That's a big one.
Do you see the way that he treated her? And then wives take that home to husbands, and husbands who, because the majority of women who are on social media, men predominantly aren't. So you have a lot of husbands, like a lot of my homies, they're not on social media. If they are, they have a social media. They have like ghost accounts. They don't really say anything. But their girls are, and they're scrolling all day long. And then he comes home from work, and she comes home from work, and then she's pissed at him. And he's like, what's wrong?
Oh, wow.
And she's like, so you don't ever think about sending me flowers? Like I actually had one of my boys tell me that. She was like, you never think about sending me flowers? She was like, hold up. Flowers? Like, you like flowers? See, you don't even know me. Like you should study me.
Had a whole war.
But you want to know where she got it from? She got it from, a sister online who was probably single, who had a lot of followers. And she said, if you want to, you're in a good relationship when your spouse is studying you. If your spouse is studying you, studying what you like, studying this, that's a sign of a healthy relationship. If not, it's toxic. So she got my boy there talking about this relationship is toxic.
And he's like, wait, we got a whole family and kids. What do you mean?
Like, yo, I just came home. Like I legit went to work. He was like, went off. He was like, yo, I'm actually a man who come home.
Yeah.
Like, I don't stay out. I don't go out with nobody. I come home. I'm at home. Like I help cook. I'm helping to clean. I'm with the kids. I'm helping with homework. And my relationship toxic? No, dude, you should have heard it, dude. He was going off. But it's real though.
No, I mean, I agree. I think it's a very real problem that we have to voice and talk about. And then I think we can take a break real quick and then we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, we can talk about old Ritual.
Yes, we love Ritual. If you've been listening, you know that we love their multivitamin. Our whole family takes it.
Yeah, they have the men's multivitamin, they have the prenatal, they have the postnatal, they have the kids. It's absolutely amazing. One of the best companies that we know. Yeah,
but we trust them, right? And so when they came out with the protein powder, we got really excited about it because they have this amazing powder that is plant-based. And y'all know I love that. There's 3 premium formulations for distinct life changes and unique nutritional needs. And what I really love about it though, babe, is it's like, I know what I'm putting in my body. I don't feel weighed down. I don't feel sleepy. Like I remember taking other protein powders and I would feel heavy after I had my protein shake. I was like, I should not feel like that. Yeah. But this one I don't. I feel light. I feel energized. I know it's clean. I know what's in it. It's clean, plant-based. And it's created to support your different needs and your different life stages. Yeah, with 20 grams of pea protein, that's also packed with amino acids. A full, complete amino acid profile is made with essential choline to help fill common dietary gaps. Delicious handcrafted vanilla flavor made direct from farmer vanilla bean extracts, sustainably harvested in Madagascar. Ritual protein is something I take with me to the gym. I love to work out. Take with me to the gym. It's a great thing. I could just, put it in my ritual shaker, shake that sucker up with, 8 ounces of water, 8 to 12 ounces of water and drink it down. So why not shake up your ritual today to make trying something new less scary? Ritual offers a money back guarantee if you're not 100% in love. That means if you get it, you don't like it, they give you 100% back money guarantee. Plus, all of our listeners will get 10% off your first 3 months. Just visit ritual.com/LWL to add essential protein today. That's ritual.com/LWL. Ritual, RITUAL.com/LWL and get that 10% off your first 3 months today. So we're back. And what I was thinking as we were talking was that your marriage or your single life or your children, it's like they're competing against the 2,000 people you follow on social media. Think about that. It's like they're up against all these things. And whenever
that isn't real,
it's not real. And it's not real. And what you're going to do is you're going to miss out on your real for what is fake. And you're going to chase after the fake. And that's the illusion. And then when you get it, you're going to realize, dang, this is not real. Yeah. And your real life, what you're cultivate, the relationships you have, your real, true, authentic friends are there. Yeah. And I'll be honest, I love social media. You know that. Like I was one of the early people that were in on social media.
I remember that. You used to tweet all the time. I tweeted, girl, what are you doing? I remember I used to tell you, like, I hate this.
Yeah, you hated it from the beginning. I
hated it from the beginning.
But the Lord used it to really grow the ministry. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm thankful for that to this day. I mean, a lot of you guys have been following us for years, and I'm thankful for that. But sometimes I get sick of it. Sometimes I'm so tired of social media because it's so toxic, especially if there's like a big event going on or a natural disaster, or there's another argument about vaccines, or it just becomes this whole war, and it's not beneficial. And it's just like, you shouldn't walk away from your phone feeling low. Yeah. Like that's a problem.
And the hard thing about it is, I believe discontentment, discouragement, and depression grew when the phone lost its cord. When the phone became cordless. Because now I can take it with me. Like I still remember, growing up and the phone being on the wall. I remember that too. You remember that? I remember that. Like I grew up with that. Yeah. I didn't get a cell phone until I was in high school.
Same. I was a senior And I was one of the first people.
I wasn't. Well, you know what? I don't think I probably get a cell. Well, I got a cell phone when I was in high school. I remember I got when I was in high school. I remember my sister had one when she was in I think like she was probably 8th grade. It was like that Nokia phone.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had the Nokia phone.
She had the Nokia phone. And I remember back then, I remember you couldn't like, if minutes were free after 7:00 p.m. There's only a certain amount of text messages you could send, but you didn't want to send a lot because it was like,
after 9, I would just wait.
It was just like, I remember when the phone had the cord on it, you couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So it was like, you just talk to somebody right there against the wall, or you sit there next to on the chair. You just kind of talk to him. Like, well, okay, we love you. All right, well, bye, and hang up the phone. And that was it. But then when the phone got cordless, and now you can take it everywhere with you, and now everything comes to it. And you can't, it's almost like it's a shackle.
Oh, it is.
It's a shackle.
It's addictive.
It's a weight. Yeah, it's addictive.
Can we call this social media? Are you addicted to social media?
Let's call it discontentment. Because I think it's even bigger than social media.
No, I mean, you're right. Because even before social media came, I remember just feeling discontent growing up and not having like nice clothes. I mean, you have a family of 20 some people, you're not going to have like the best.
Because you look
new
at the
clothes.
kids in school.
Yeah, you look at the kids, and then on the weekends I would go to their houses, and everybody had a lake house, right? We had a farmhouse. Our house was nice. I mean, it was still nice for what, where we were, but they had this, these massive like lake houses, and everybody had a boat.
Yeah.
So I spent my weekends on the boat with all of, these people I grew up with.
Yeah.
And it's like, then you begin to feel like, dang, I wonder what it'd be like to be in a family that was smaller, that we could afford it, that, maybe like I used to be jealous of people that look like their parents. Because
that would make sense. Yeah.
Right. I mean, mind you, I'm a teenager. I don't know any better. Right. But when I got older, I was like, oh, my mama is lit. I love her. My parents are amazing. But when I was younger, I didn't have proper context. I didn't know any better. But I would be jealous growing up because I'm just like, man, if I just had that. So I just feel like that discontentment is planted early on.
Yeah, it's planted early on.
I remember when we used to go to Smyrna Food Truck Tuesdays when we lived in Georgia. And so what I would do is, I'm super crazy about the kids. I want to make sure the kids are happy at all times. Right. Which is not real. It's not even, it can't happen, but I still try. And I remember I went to Target and bought all these like park toys.
I remember that.
I got kites, y'all. I got chalk, bubbles, everything I could think of.
You did that every Tuesday.
I did. I know. Every Tuesday I went and bought all this
new thing of toys.
I bought all this stuff. And so I remember going there and I had all this stuff for Logan. Logan was small. He might've been like 2 or 3. And one kid had some ball that I did not buy. I bought everything else, but this one small ball, and he wanted that ball.
And I'm
like, I spent $147 at Target for all of these toys, and you want that?
Yeah.
And I just feel like from an early age, it's just like, I need something in order. It's like this grasp.
I want that. I'd rather have that.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's how it is with God. While God calls us to a place, how the Apostle Paul talks about how contentment is of great gain, and how God desires for us. He desires for us to be thankful.
Yeah.
He desires for us to be thankful, which is going to produce cheerfulness. And he wants us to be cheerful because he says, for God loves a cheerful giver.
Yeah.
And I'm cheerful because I'm thankful for what you gave me.
Yeah.
And I know who gave it to me, so I can be cheerful in my giving towards you. But it's still extremely difficult because you look at life and you're thinking to yourself like, man, I would be happier if I had that ball. I know I got 27 balls over here, but if I had that one right there, I would be happier. And then the crazy thing is, once you get it,
I was about to say that.
It's almost like,
you preaching good, baby.
I ain't happy. And I think the place where we have to come back to is not trying to fix what we're trying to get. Like, I feel like social media itself is not good nor bad. It's just how we use it. The same way as money.
Yeah.
Like, money is not good nor bad. Money just amplifies the character of the person who has it. None of these things are good or bad.
Yeah.
It's just what we use it. But I think we have to turn the attention to say, why am I so discontent?
It's real.
Like, legit, why am I so discontent? Why do I have to feel the need to belong? Why do I need to feel the need to be appreciated? Like, why do I feel like I have to feel the need to let everybody else know that I'm happy?
Like, why can't you just be
Why
happy?
can't I just be happy?
And you know that, and that's enough.
And then the people who are around you, they know you're happy because they actually know you.
And they're actually your friends.
They're actually your friends.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. I think it's because of the friends on social. We're friends on social media.
That word "friends" is used so loosely. It's like,
but
bro,
it's like,
we
you
not
don't,
friends.
but you don't know me. Like you don't live with me.
You don't know
I'm
me.
showing you little snapshots of my life, and you're coming up with a conclusion. Yep. And you're studying every little thing. Oh, she don't look happy, or they're not posting as much. They must be about to get a divorce. You know what I mean? It's just like, we just need, I don't know. It's just, I'm learning to like my privacy now.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like that in the beginning of social media. I overshared. I shared everything because I love sharing. I love helping people. I still share tips and stuff, but
but back then, and just to kind of build you up in this, I saw why you did it, because you really love people. Mm-hmm. And you were like, well, if I share it, it's going to let other people know that there's an alternative way. There's an alternative way. Yeah. And then you begin to see that people don't like to see you happy.
Preach.
But in talking about that and talking about being happy, HelloFresh. Because HelloFresh makes me happy every time I see that box come to the
every
door.
Time I see that box. You know what? This just reminded me I needed to update it with our new address.
We don't have to update that.
We love HelloFresh, you guys. You get fresh, pre-measured ingredients, mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. No grocery store, no Instacart. You don't need any of that stuff. It's delivered right to you, and that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Now, I love how they switch it up. Like, now they're doing like pumpkin dishes for the fall. Mm-hmm. Like, there's options for vegan or vegetarians, for meat eaters, keto. Like, there's so many options that you guys can choose from. There's over 50 different menu and market items to choose from every single week. There's also have some extra gourmet special options for my bougie people out there. They also have seasonal fall recipes, pumpkin cinnamon rolls, and Friendsgiving ready styles as well. It's also cheaper. It's 30% cheaper than shopping at grocery stores, and it's pre-proportioned. Yeah. So you know how that goes. We throw away a lot of fruits and veggies when we go to the grocery store.
Yeah. So let me give you an idea how it works. So you get your box. You go inside, you open up your box, and there's literally like a pamphlet in there. It's like a magazine that has the food recipes in there,
and the picture,
which is so great because it has a picture. Yeah. So, my wife is like, which one do you want? This one or this one? And I'm like, I love that one.
They make it for men, I think.
Yeah, they do. And then so you already have the pre-packaged foods there. You have the onion, you have the jalapeno, you have all the stuff in the packet. So you're not having to go pick something up. Oh my goodness, I had to run to the grocery store to get hot sauce or pepper. It's already there. And then from there, you just follow the recipe.
Yeah.
And then voila, the food is ready. So y'all,
amazing.
Go to HelloFresh.com/LWL14 and use code LWL14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. Again, that is HelloFresh.com/LWL14 and use code LWL14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. This is America's #1 meal kit.
Yes, it definitely is.
But ShipStation, y'all. So y'all, the holidays are coming up, and if you're selling anything online, it's time to prepare for the busiest time of the year. Between growing your business, managing inventory, and juggling orders, you've got a lot going on, and this is the holiday season. Make shipping the easiest part of your day with ShipStation. My wife and I, we've been using ShipStation for years. We've been entrepreneurs, being able to send off sweaters, shirts, products, jewelry, all that kind of stuff, books. ShipStation makes it a whole lot easier. It makes it where I can print off the information I need at home. I can slap it on the thing or slap it in the warehouse and just send it off. And then nowadays, you can kind of just sit it outside, let the post office man come and pick it up. So ShipStation is where it's at. I mean, everything is right there. I can be able to decipher the prices between USPS, FedEx, UPS, all those things. So figuring out the best way to ship your orders can be frustrating and confusing. ShipStation makes it quick, easy, and convenient. It's easily import orders from any sales channel. You can automate just about any shipping task. Over 100,000 sellers use ShipStation in their business. ShipStation works with all major carriers and gives you exclusive discounts on UPS and USPS shipping. So you can compare carriers and choose the best solution for you and your customers. Now, it's never too early to start preparing for the holiday rush. So get your head start right now with ShipStation. All my entrepreneurs, hear me carefully. My listeners can use our offer code LWTL, Life with the Lindseys, LWTL, to get a 60-day free trial just in time for the holidays. That's 2 months of stress-free holiday shipping for free. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top, and enter in LWTL. ShipStation. Make ship happen.
So yeah, I just love this conversation. I feel like this.
I wrote something in my journal earlier. I was going to share
sweet.
it. You should read it.
I would love that, baby.
I'm going to read it.
That's long.
I mean, it was like,
okay.
I was feeling it.
You're feeling it. You're in your writing mode.
I was in my writer mode. So I'm going to read it.
Okay.
It says, I'm loved by God and I'm deeply flawed. So that's like the thesis behind it.
Okay.
It says, I believe self-awareness is the hallmark of mental health. Being able to identify.
You write so smart.
Come on.
Hallmark? Hallmark? Who says Hallmark in their journal? I just be like, Jesus help me because I'm a mess.
I believe self-awareness is a hallmark of mental health. Being able to identify where you are is paramount to being better. And being better is the progenitor of hard work and self-awareness. Unfortunately, self-awareness invites all emotions and insecurities to the table to dine together. That's where grief screams at joy, discontentment overwhelms the conversation, and silences thankfulness. Your insecurities arrive fashionably late, but they make a loud statement. While the emotions and insecurities talk at the table, depression barges through the door to declare its existence and relevance. Sadly, I have these table talks more than I'd like, and I tend to have them alone, which is incredibly dangerous. When alone, I have no one there to dispute my mostly outrageous claims where I vacillate between moving forward and giving up. Alone, I have no middle ground. It's either high or low, and the low is incredibly low. Honestly, social media doesn't help. It's like being in an abusive relationship with a toxic partner who feeds you trash, yet you continue going back because somehow you feel you need it. It's addiction, and I know it, but that isn't enough to cease the scrolling, which breeds envy. I'm happier away from it. My desire to go back to it shows my addiction, and it should be my self-awareness that stops me. I go between, but I help people, to, but is this helping you? It's a breeding ground for discontentment and idolatry. It's a cesspool of bitterness, highlight reels, and self-erecting monuments of supposed greatness that are absent of real authenticity. And we'll never win a judgment between the truth we know ourselves against the half-truths posted by others. Because at the end of the day, we can only boast in one thing. Well, I won't speak for you. I'll speak for me. I can only boast in one thing. Despite my apparent state of depravity and fallen state, I'm still loved by the amazing God. I love to appear bigger and better than I am, but I know discontentment still runs deep within me. The truth is that I'm not. In fact, I'm just one Jesus away from eternal damnation like everyone else. I'm a broken man with a scandalous past, yet I'm so loved by God that he's provided a redeemed future. Salah.
That's so amazing. You just wrote that? Like,
I wrote it this morning.
You write so smart.
Whatever.
You so smart, baby.
But I felt that because it's like that
so
word
good.
Discontentment just kind of,
it's good.
Just screaming.
Yeah. I mean, you're so right. I mean, that's just a mouthful. Like you could just sit and chew on that. I love that you were saying that it just, all those different emotions scream at each other.
It's like they're all sitting at the table together.
Yeah. It's true because like you can even be scrolling on social media and there's like grief. Oh, somebody's family member died. And oh, somebody got married. Oh, somebody had a baby. Oh, somebody got a promotion. Oh, somebody hates their ex. Like all within 30 seconds.
And then the crazy thing is you should be excited about the person who got the promotion, but in actuality, you're jealous of the person who got the promotion, the person who just died. You almost, and then you have those feelings like, well, that person's probably in a better place than where we are right now, and then. It's like, the emotions that you're supposed to feel are all discombobulated. Woo. You're supposed to be happy for your friend, but you can't be happy for your friend. So you're not happy for your friend. And then you've done something and you feel like your friends are happy for you. Then you put up a post that says your real friends will clap for you when you do something because you want people to clap for you. So that you have more people who respond to your message to clap for you because the people who you wanted in your life to clap for you didn't clap for you because they probably didn't know you did it because the only place you posted it was on social media.
And they're taking a break.
Yeah. And people that hit me up, they be like, hey, bro, like you didn't say anything about my church opening. I didn't know your church opened.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Text me.
Like you didn't. I thought if we're friends, like call me. Be like, hey, bro, FaceTime. Be like, hey, bro, guess what?
Yeah.
Man, we just bought a building. That's dope. I would love to be there. I would love to celebrate with you. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you followed me. I do. But with the way that the algorithm goes, I never see your stuff.
Yeah. That's true.
I see like the same 7, 8 people. I see their stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I don't see your stuff. I don't even know when you posted. Oh, well, I posted 2 weeks ago. You send me a text message.
No, I love that. No, it's real though, babe. It is. I just feel like relationships are getting ruined. That's a big thing now. Like if your friends don't support you, they're not your friends.
They're not your friends.
But the thing is, that friend might not be your audience for your product. And that's okay. I had to let that go because I used to be like, my friend didn't post my book. My friend didn't. Now I don't care. I'm like, well, maybe my book isn't for them. They're for the other people that God wants to reach. And I'm okay with that.
Maybe your friend is going through a really, really hard time.
Yeah.
And right now your friend needs a friend. But right now what you're looking for from your friend is a cheerleader. But your friend is depressed.
Preach. You
you sit there, you're like, well, my friend's still posting online. My friend's still doing this online. My friend's still letting people know, how they're doing. But you don't realize that your friend is just caught up in the same dangerous cycle you're in.
The scroll.
Trying to feel like they belong, trying to feel like if I stop scrolling, will I still be relevant? If I stop
am
posting,
I successful? Am I enough?
Yeah, am I enough? If I because what people say, if you don't, like the people that come around, they're like, well, if you're not posting this number of times a day, then you won't be on. You think nobody will see your stuff, and then so you feel like you have to keep posting to get people to like you. It's just like, I'm not doing that.
No, that makes you a slave to social media.
It makes you a big slave.
Oh crap!
You can get it. You can go get it. My wife is coming back. She got a call from the kids' school. Everything okay?
Logan called to let me know he forgot his snack and he wants us to bring a snack to him.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And he wants a hot lunch. I think he wants Chick-fil-A or something.
Also, Mimi's going to go do it?
Yeah. Shout out to Mimi. But I think the conversation is so key, but I think we've talked a lot about discontentment, but how do we break those addictions? I think we should close it out.
I think that
conversation.
I think number one, we have to find people who are trusted and professionals to be able to talk to, because I believe it's a root issue.
Yeah.
On what, because when you ask yourself the question, what am I missing out on? You need to go back to the holes.
Yeah.
Like, what hole am I trying to fill? I mean, that's all addictive behavior does.
Yeah.
Addictive behavior says, let me find something else to help numb the pain. Because I'm not really dealing with the issue. I'm just kind of numbing it.
Isn't it crazy that we think, like, if we're upset with our spouses or hate our life as singles or mad at work, then we take a moment to decompress by scrolling.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But it's filling a void.
It just fills a void.
Yeah.
It fills a void. It's the same thing that alcohol, weed, everything else. It just helps us to fill a void. It helps us to deal with the anxiety for the moment because I'm feeling anxious. So I'm gonna just start scrolling, not realizing that while it's gonna spike that dopamine in me for a minute. But the only problem is that I'm gonna have a heavy crash. And when I crash, it's gonna be and then
like,
I'm sitting
really
in front
like
of the TV like,
and then you eat a whole thing of pizza and donuts.
And then you're a zombie. You're a zombie for the rest of the day. You don't really know what to do or what to say. You're just a zombie.
What I've started doing at night is instead of scrolling, I have my Bible next to the bed and I have my note cards and I have confessions on there. So I say my confessions and I meditate on scriptures.
Yeah. I've learned now to just take my phone when I get into bed, just put it to the side.
Yeah.
If I feel like I want to watch something, I just rerun episodes of The Office.
I watched The Office last night voluntarily for the first time in our marriage.
What are you talking about volunteer? What are you talking about?
Like by choice after you went to sleep.
Oh, you watch it again?
I watched a whole episode. It was so good.
Oh man. Was it with the one after the booze cruise?
Yes. I was waiting for Pam and what's his name to kiss, but they didn't kiss.
They did kiss on the booze cruise.
Oh, I didn't see them kiss on the booze cruise.
Yeah, Pam was in she was in like that dark room, and then Jim walked in, and Jim was like, "So you love him? You're gonna do this?" And she's like, he walked in, he was talking to her, and he was like, "I love you. I want to be with you." And she's like, "No, I can't do it." He walked out. He kind of came back into the frame.
They didn't show that.
And then he kissed her.
They didn't show that.
And she's like, "No, Jim, I can't do this. I'm engaged." And he said, "You're really gonna marry her?" And she was like,
Marry
yes.
him, yeah.
I'll marry him. And she was like, yes. And then Jim was like, okay. And he backed out. And then the next episode, he had moved to Scranton.
Oh no, that wasn't that episode. It was a different one.
Not Scranton.
No, it was the one where Michael was telling everybody that he had a crush on Pam.
He had a crush on Pam.
We'll talk about that later. So long story short.
He had a crush on Pam?
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. We gotta get up out of here. We're gonna be late.
I know we're about to be late for a flight. But I'm learning to just be in the moment of where I am.
Yeah.
And another thing we want to do, and Logan even brought this up, he said we need to have one no technology day.
Yeah.
Where there's no phones for anybody in the house. Like we just enjoy and we sit together. It's like we blinked and Logan's a grown man. You know what I mean? He's a big boy. And I just feel like I don't want to miss out on my family's life because we're on technology. So that one day.
These people don't matter. I love you. And here's the thing, like even y'all who are listening, we love y'all. But as it relates to in our house, like we love you.
You have to protect it.
Yeah, because boundaries come with, love comes with boundaries.
Yeah.
We love you enough to bring you into it. But at the same amount of time, you have to be able to say, well, I'm loved enough to be able to keep some boundaries to push me away.
Exactly.
But you can close it out. I'm gonna go here and finish putting this myself in.
Okay. But no, I'm done. I'm done, baby.
You're done?
Yeah, I think we're good. Well, we love you guys. Set those boundaries. Go to therapy if you need to.
I'm getting anxiety thinking about it.
It's okay. We're gonna work through it.
We gotta call the Uber like now.
I'm about to do it right now.
It's 11.
All right. Love you guys.
Love y'all so much.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.